So the video you are about to watch is about an 8N, and the screenshot you'll see of the temperature, it is 4 hours later when I took the screenshot, so it has gone down 10 degrees, but I just wanted to show you that it's cold outside and it still starts that well. If you're watching this video, please subscribe. If I'm not to 1,000 subscribers, it would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks.
It's just the old broken tractor.
It is just an old broken tractor. Okay. I wanted to do a video on this 8N. It's old, it's been rode hard and put up wet a lot of times, but it's still going. The reason I wanted to make this video was when my dad got this, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. When you could get it started, it was hard to start. When you did get it running, if you bump started it, it would start easy. But once it got hot, like I used to take this down into the valley and pull logs out with it. And as soon as you got it hot, that was it. You would wear the battery out trying to get it started again. So I thought it might be a fuel issue. So I rebuilt the carburetor, bought a rebuild kit for it, and then I did plugs and wires. The carb didn't make a difference. It still ran exactly the same.
I took up my idea.
Yeah, and then I did plugs and wires, and that didn't make a difference. I think there's a rotor in there. I can't remember. Everything in the distributor there, I changed, and it made no difference. So, I used to be really frustrated with this. Like, I just couldn't get it to run right. And then I read somewhere online.
And the light's broke.
The light is broke, but you're right, buddy. Hold on one second, okay? So, I read somewhere on the internet that if it was hard to start, when it was hot, it might be a key issue. So we ordered a new key switch, and this has been years now. We ordered a new key switch, and I installed it. Well, first of all, I thought it might not be the key switch, so I jumped the wires. I put the wires together that go to the key switch, and that also didn't make a difference, which I figured it would. Maybe I still didn't have a good contact on them, because I cleaned them up with sandpaper and everything before I put them on the new key assembly, and I put that on there, and I've never had a problem with it since. It starts when it's hot, it starts when it's cold. It really changed everything about this tractor for me, having it be reliable and start. I had this at my house, which I have a paved driveway, and it's pretty long, and I had this out there the past 3 years. Not this year anymore, or I don't have it out there anymore because I got a Polaris Ranger, but this is what I use to plow my driveway with, and I could get it to start all the way down into the single digits without any assistance, no starting fluid, no nothing, on a 6-volt battery. And that is how it should be. These tractors were made to run on 6-volt. You shouldn't have to have a 12-volt system to get them running. And back in the day when we had trouble starting it, I always thought, well, if it was a 12-volt system, it would fire right up and it would be such a better tractor. But that's just not the case. 6-volt is all this thing needs to go. So I'm going to start it right now. It's 38 degrees out. It's not super cold, but it's not real warm. And this thing hasn't run in, I would bet, 4 or 5 months. My dad has a Kubota L3200 that he has now, and he uses that for everything. So this kind of, my buddies borrow this tractor if they need to do something around here. They borrow it. It's anybody who needs a tractor, basically. So I am going to put my hand on the exhaust so you know it's cold. There's, you know, it hasn't been started yet. It's in neutral. Choke out. This typically goes about the third step. And I push the clutch in because it takes some strain off of everything. You don't have to do that, but I do. And like I don't know if it's going to start or not because it's been so long, but I have a feeling like it's going to. So 6 months later, I'm going to turn that back off. Well, I'm going to come out here. So 6 months, maybe at least 4 months of not being run at all. And a 6-volt system. And how fast did that start? It started like almost instantly. That's how it should be. I don't know that the carburetor rebuild or changing the plugs or wires did anything, but I do know that the key switch made a huge difference. So if yours is hard to start or you're just having problems with it, it's $6 off of, it's something like $6 off of Steiner Tractor Parts. It's definitely worth trying out. Thanks for watching this video. If you stuck around this long, I didn't really show you anything, but you know, sometimes just an ounce of somebody else's knowledge will go a long way. Please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. Thanks.